I was just thinking about the way the world is today and how things are being played out and how things are being planned and how things are against planned and played out against our people. And y'all, I know y'all may get tired of me saying things about our people, some of you, but I really, when it comes to our people, I have a heart for our people, and when I see something that I feel like that needs some attention, then I'm gonna say it. Okay, so if it offends anyone, I'm sorry, but maybe you need to cut it. Maybe you need to stop right now because stop in this video right now and maybe go to some of my other videos that that you may enjoy a little bit better. But anyway, y'all, I'm having a problem in my mind of the way we as parents, don't get me wrong, I love fashion. I like things to look a certain way. I'm not really into big names or anything like that because I like to keep my money going in other directions besides, name brands. I may have a name brand here and there if it's on sale. But anyway, I'm more or less speaking on parents, and I may get into a little us as well. But anyway, we as parents, kids going back to school and so forth and so forth, comes here soon. And y'all, I see people, parents, us, get so caught up into the phase, what's going on. I mean, how things has been set up, for us, the name brand shoes, the name brand clothing, the fashionable hairstyles, supposedly, all of this stuff. We training our children to think that's more important than education. And I don't know. Even with the education part, you have to be careful because you still got to even deprogram your children, because some of the things that they're teaching in school it's probably not, some of it's not even true. So we have to, even teach our children from home as well. What is right and what they say and so forth. But anyway, I was just thinking about how I see parents get so caught up in all of these name brands and how many pair of shoes and name brand shoes and all of that, dressed to the T. Y'all, we doing the work on our children. Do we not realize that we're programming our children to think more of buying, get broke? I mean, seriously, get broke to try to have a pair of shoes, to get broke to have a name brand shirt or a pair of pants, to get broke to get the nails and the toes and hair did and to the max. I mean, we go broke to do that and don't pay our rent, mortgage, utilities. I'm confused as to how did this happen? How did our priorities get out of whack? Who's behind this? Yeah, I know it's us making those decisions, but who's pushing it? Who's really pushing all of this? Us thinking that having a pair of shoes is better than paying your rent so you won't get evicted. Who's behind thinking that a a name brand pair of pants and a shirt is better to have that than to pay your water, to keep you clean, to buy your food? Who's behind that? Y'all, we got to make some changes, because we are teaching our children to prioritize the wrong thing. What about prioritize them to have good credit? Since we in this world of credit, it shouldn't be this way. This is not the way it was intended. It wasn't supposed to be credit and rent and all of this. That wasn't the way it's supposed to be. But it is. It is now. What about surviving in this world? Are we teaching them how to survive? Surviving is not buying a $200 or $300 pair of shoes and not being able to pay your rent or your water or your gas, power. That doesn't make any sense. This generation has been taught by different things that has been put in place to bring up to keep us from realizing what's important. It is put in place to dumb us down. Not saying that we're dumb to want things. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to dumb us down to not really be able to see the things that are important in life and the things that shouldn't be important. Like a pair of pants for $100. I mean, by the time you buy a pair of pants for $100, a pair of shoes for $200, that's $300, and then you got your shirt for another, that's $100, that's $400, and that's not counting the hairstyle. That's probably another $100. So, and then it's not counting the jewelry. I mean, typically that could be 1 week's pay. So tell me, how do you get, how do you pay your rent and so forth to keep you, above water, keep you from missing this note? Because, that's kind of where they want us to be. They're already, red, I forgot the name of it. It's where they already put higher interest rates, or they used to do it all the red line. I think that's what it is. They already, for years, did high interest rates and didn't let us know. Do you think they've changed that? No, they haven't changed it. They're just not openly speaking out about that. So this will give them every reason to do that when you don't pay bills and stuff on time. I know that for a fact because I done been there. I done been there about putting stuff on layaway because I wanted to do whatever. I put stuff on layaway and decided that, hey, I'll pay this next week. Next week come, and I'm realizing there was another bill that's supposed to be in that spot to pay. So now I don't have to catch that bill up. Now I'm having to put the other one that was supposed to be paid that week, I'm having to put it on layaway. So layaways are not always good, y'all. Having to try to run and catch this bill and run and catch that bill. And if you notice that they have all these check cashing places and and you could take your car and get money. They got all these places in our neighborhoods because they setting us up for failure because we are not putting things in prioritizing what should be more important. And then if we're doing that, we got little eyes that's watching us on how we handle this or that. Y'all, we got to do better. We need to do better. We need to do better. Because we're raising little us's. They see us the way we do things, the way we handle our business. And then they growing up and they doing just like us. So y'all, we gotta change our strategies on how we are parenting, how we are being the example for our children. I'm talking about starting with me. I'm just not talking about people, just you. I'm talking about myself as well. Because see, I done been there. That's why I can talk about it. Maybe not so much as name brands and so forth, but that layaway thing, I wore the layaway out. I wore it out until I, got myself in fixes, and then, having to go and borrow this and borrow that in order to catch my bills up. So I done been there. But anyway, y'all, I was looking at a video, and this lady was dyeing her little young child hair, and we feminizing our little boys and making them look more girly. What's going on? Why are we doing it to our children? Why are we doing it to our children? We got to be the example for our children, not only in monetizing, not only in clothing and food and housing and so forth. We got to make sure that we're not setting our children up for failure on that in that area, but also in the area of a man and a woman. Being men and women. Our little boys and little girls are what it is. Whatever's down there, that is what it is. They boys and they girls. And we have to be careful that we're not setting them up for things to change in the future. Little boys, we have to be careful not to make our little boys look like little girls. And then they get used to that norm, and then we wonder why later. And we have to make sure our little girls are being little girls. We have to teach them. Me as a female, I have to teach my daughter. And the guys have to teach the boys. But if you already got that in place, guys and girls gonna teach what they've been taught. So we got to stop what they are setting up. They're trying to wreck our people on every level. They want to keep our money flowing out of the community. They want to feminize our young boys. They want to make our girls be masculine. We got some work to do, y'all. We have a whole lot of work to do, and that's not counting us hurting each other. That ain't even counting. That ain't even the picture. That right there ain't even in the picture. Because I think some of this that's been set up, it takes us right to we killing each other. So they don't have to even. They can sit back and watch us do a lot of things. They set it up and watch us, fulfill what they want, which is destroy us. We have to understand that. This is all planned. I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say it enough. It's all planned, y'all. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to touch on that. Didn't want to make this a long video. We already at 15 minutes. Really at 16 for real. But I'm just here to just put something in your mind to think about on the children and the things that we as parents are allowing to happen to our children. And then we wonder later on, how did this happen? We gotta get a grip on it, y'all. You got this new baby. Train the baby up the way it should go. If you want that child to go into this world thinking that it's important that they have a $200 or $300 pair of shoes, then I hope you're training them that they're going to have to be able to get some jobs to be able to accommodate that 300 pair of shoes. We have to be careful, y'all, on what we said. We are actually setting our children up for failure. And how we're doing it? Because they setting it up. They set it up for us to fail. They set it up that it was more important to get a pair of shoes than buying a home or having business. They set it up that way. So y'all, this is not to look down on anyone. This is actually to build somebody up, to make somebody think. That's all it is. But anyway, again, that's what it's all about. It's not about to tear anyone down. But anyway, I pray that everybody take this and receive this as something to help and not, please don't take it to the negative. Look at it in a positive way. Anyway, I'm getting out of here, and I will see you all in our next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and you can make a comment if you like, and please keep it, you don't have to drag me, anything like that, but if you want to add to, that's fine. I'm always welcome to anyone, adding to help, not to tear down. And this was not a tear down video. If you saw it as tearing down, then if you saw that as that, then I'm almost certain this video is probably for you. But anyway, I will see you all in the next Chit-Chat, Let's Talk, or whatever you want to call this video. I will see you all in the next one. And I pray to God that this fall on good ground. I will talk to you all later. Bye.